Remember how like 2 weeks ago we had a look, I don't give a shit about sports and I'm not going to pretend to, but we had a great Super Bowl in the sense that the Birds beat the Kansas City Chiefs and Kendrick performed at the halftime. The good guys won. It happened again at their whatever the hell they call it. What do they call it? It's like the four countries, the four nations, Canada, four nations face off final for hockey. And Canada deserves to win hockey anyway because, like, you have to give them something. But apparently, okay, tell me if I'm wrong on this, okay? This is very much like a Jesse Owens winning at the Olympics while Hitler watches in rage from the stands, you know? Um, but like the American team was like cheering Trump. Like the hockey NHL chuds were they got a call from him, kind of. And Trump was like goading hardcore before the loss. Trump announced on Thursday he'd be calling the American hockey team ahead of tonight's Four Nations final with a video message from the 78-year-old now emerging. Well, I want to see.
Well, I'll talk to the guys if they're around.
Yeah, they are. I'm going to walk into the locker room right now, and you can speak to the guys firsthand. Mr. President, can you hear me?
I can. You guys are really talented. I have great respect for hockey players. I'm a hockey fan. I love hockey. The talent, the skill that you have is crazy. And just go out and have a good time tonight. And I just want to wish you a lot of luck. You really are a skilled group of people. It's an honor to talk to you and get out there, and there's no pressure whatsoever.
No pressure.
I can tell you honestly, every person in here, players, staff, management, coaches, we are all proud Americans, and we want to represent our country the best way we can and do our best to bring in a win tonight. Thank you again on behalf of everybody.
You just go out and have a good time.
Well, this isn't really the team cheering Trump. This is just Trump cursing the team, I suppose. Yeah, no, the Americans lost, which is good. Trump was like, we're gonna win over our 51st state, and you can't take our country, you can't take our game. That's pretty cute. I don't have anything like, I'll be calling our great American hockey team this morning to spur them on towards victory tonight against Canada, which, with far lower taxes and much stronger security, will someday, maybe soon, become our cherished and very important 51st state. I'll be speaking before the governors tonight in D.C. and will sadly therefore be unable to attend. But we will be watching, and if Governor Trudeau would like to join us, he would be most welcome. Good luck to everybody and have a great game tonight. So exciting, President Donald J. Trump. The response from online fans was hilarious. This was an actual news article title. I hope Premier Trump of the 11th province was watching that. Trump is doing a phenomenal job doing everything in his power to make sure the Conservatives don't win in the upcoming Canadian election, huh? Like he is well and truly doing everything in his power to make Canadians despise our country. Pretty sure he didn't attend the game because it was in Boston and most likely would be booed. Well, I mean, the Canadians have been booing the American anthem at like every shared sports game, haven't they? Like pretty loudly. Very based. Very based. This is at the Four Nations.
Please welcome Chantal Kreviazuk for the singing of the Canadian National Anthem.
Oh, this was the Americans booing the Canadian anthem. That's right, because it was at Boston. Just rival countries.
As a tariff dispute with fans in Montreal.
I've never felt more respected as an American. This is the most respected I have felt as a member of this great nation. New poll this week has 28% of Canadians saying they view the USA as an enemy. It was 2% of Canadians back in 2021. That rules. Infinite death and suffering to the American Empire. May our vanguardist brothers to the north deliver us from evil. 1 month. It took 1 month. And the tariffs haven't even come out yet, man. So far, it's just been goading. The tariffs haven't even rolled out. 70% of Canadians want retaliatory tariffs in the US. Fairweather friends, I disagree. I think that despising the United States is the greatest show of brotherly love Canada has ever offered the United States. Helping us out militarily, trading with us freely, that ain't shit. You need to be there with us when it matters. And right now, being there with us means hating us. Because a real friend doesn't enable you when you're going through dark times. Jesus, though. 27% now see the U.S. as an enemy country. 30% say they consider the United States an ally. Just in 1 month. In 1 month! What is this? From Pierre Polivier, or however the f*** you pronounce that, I don't respect him. Trump wants Canada's steel jobs, and carbon tax Carney is the man to hand it to him. If Carney wins, Canada loses. Can you imagine being the writers and the like the like political consultants in Pierre's cabinet who are like, how the f do we sell ourselves now? Because we're literally supposed to be like MAGA light Canadian nationalist, but now that America is unambiguously an enemy of Canada, how the f do we pivot on this? You know? Like, how do we go from like, yeah, throating Trump's cock to switching around and being like, well, actually, Carney's not strong enough to stand up to Trump. It's sadly probably going to be too late. Maybe. Something especially hopeful about this is that it's not just young liberals who hate America, it's old people who are really getting their blood boiling over this. I do think it's a particularly damning indictment of the way Trump is handling his negotiations with Canada, if you could call them negotiations, that it's bleeding into sports events like this, you know? It's one thing for young people to get angry. Young people love getting angry. But for, like, sports normies to get invested, that's a broader opposition, you know? That's the reason why everyone was so intent on keeping politics out of the NFL or whatever, you know? Like, obviously they were hypocrites about it, but like when you start encompassing like sports normiedom, that's when things really start to change, because then it's not just angry young people, it's like grillers and boomers and stuff, you know? The swing in the popular vote projection over just the past month, yeah, pretty huge difference. Popular vote projection, conservatives, labor, such and such. The conservatives are going to win the most seats, but odds of outcome in CPC majority or minority, it's gone down from like, yeah, 99.9%. This isn't actually accurate. Well, it's polling. It's never accurate. Scroll down. All right, I scrolled down. This is still based on Trudeau being leader. Oh, yeah, that might be an issue. You guys need to hurry up and get that other guy on board. Scroll to the bottom. Don't tell me what to do. Yeah. Look at the graph at the bottom. Stop telling me what to do! Gotta bring it up. Who would the next guy be? This one, Carney. We read about this guy. He seems pretty smart. He's a liberal, but he seems a little more Keynesian-minded. Apparently, he's the reason why Canada didn't suffer as much as other Western nations after the subprime loan mortgage, crash, the in 2008. And it's because he saw the writing on the wall and he was like, hold up, we're actually not going to let you engage in this. And then it like helped Canada bounce back much faster. So, not a socialist or anything, but if he's smart, that's a step up, I guess. Here's the article, talks about how when they ask with Carney as leader, they win majority. Oh, it would be nice. With Carney as the Liberal Party leader, with Mark Carney as Liberal leader, Labour Party of Canada, 41% over 39% CPC. God damn. And presumably, like we're not... The NDP and BQ, they're not going to coalition with the Conservatives, not the Communists, the Conservatives. Yeah, certainly not if the Labour Party goes up that far, I assume, right? Liberal, not Labour? Oh, sorry. It's red. It's an L. Yeah, Liberal. Problem is nobody knows him yet. Well, people know they don't like Trudeau. Yes, NDP is closer to Liberal. I know that. Like, than they are to Conservative. What about Bloc Québécois? I doubt the NDP would let Pierre lead just because of their previous disagreements with Trudeau and the Liberals. Regarding Bloc, they are racist European sock Dems. My people. Map up for Twitter subscribers shortly. Polling Canada. I'm not subscribing to people on Twitter. I'm not that kind of guy. Anyway, what matters most is that Canada hates us. You know who I have no respect for right now? Americans on Twitter, or I guess anywhere, who are doing the like poor me whining when other countries dunk on them. I saw a 70K like tweet that was something along the lines of, when we make fun of British people, we make fun of like their teeth and accent, and when they make fun of us, they make fun of fascism. And it was a post mocking egg prices for Americans. You f***ing pussy. They're making fun of egg prices, and first of all, Americans make fun of British people for getting like stabbed to death all the time. That's the main thing you say. What is it with Americans where they're so like? Why are you so thin-skinned? You're so fucking coddled. You're so you're so invulnerable to criticism. Oh, you can't make fun of our egg prices. No, actually, please do. Please. If eggs are expensive, why don't Americans just stop buying eggs? The median American would rather kill themselves than rely on animal agriculture slightly less. Literally anything, like death would be preferable to them. Americans don't even eat eggs. Americans eat a decent amount of eggs.